Ed.
Man, it is Wednesday!
Wednesday!
Yeah, baby!
Don't call it a comeback.
Yeah! This is the day.
This is the day.
Hump day!
Whoop, whoop.
Hump day!
Wednesday.
It's so weird how you spell it.
What?
What a fun day. Wednesday. I love that. Welcome to This is the Day.
This is the day.
This is
April
the day.
15th, 2020.
Tax day. Psych!
Woo!
There we go. Good news for today.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, welcome to This is the Day. My name is Bo Chansey, and with me always is my main man.
Drew Crisp. Drew Crisp. Am I the main man?
Currently.
Okay.
Whoever's in that seat.
I was going to say someone else's name.
Okay, well, I'm glad you picked
right.
your own. Hey, this is a great day. Thanks for joining us today on This is the Day. It is, I've been told, the greatest hour in programming.
That's what I hear as well.
There's rumor on the street.
Yep. I hear it mostly from you.
Well, yeah, but I'm a reliable source.
Yeah, absolutely.
Feel free to quote me.
Yes, I do, often. Listen, this is the day, finest hour of programming you're going to find.
That's
Absolutely.
true. Yeah.
And people are, a lot of
As
people
long
are-
as you don't leave.
As long as you don't leave and don't pay too close attention, I think you're going to enjoy yourself.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Laughter, frivolity, entertainment, education, encouragement.
Encouragement, for sure. For sure.
We got
It's a
some
daily
great-
dose of all of this.
All of it, yeah.
Absolutely.
Just for you. So share it if you would.
Please.
Until those corporate sponsors kick in, we're counting on you.
We're really counting on you. You're our only source of marketing at this point, so please share it.
Yeah, take it away. This is good. Good. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to all of you.
Good morning. Bo, how is your morning going so far?
So far, so good.
Okay.
Yeah. I just keep waking up earlier and earlier.
Just
Earlier and earlier. These mornings are getting long. That's all right. I don't know. I try to make good use of them.
yeah, good, good.
How about you?
Having a great morning. It's
good.
I am. Here's the word. Anticipatory.
Ooh, I
I'm
like that.
anticipatory for this day. I'm
Yeah.
anticipating really good stuff today.
I like
excited.
that. Yeah. Face the day with great expectations
Yep.
and anticipation. Sure.
Yep. Some days it's just I'm bracing myself for it. You know, I have more of that mentality of here comes the day.
Yeah, hunker down,
Here
maybe.
comes the day. But today it's like, okay, all right, day.
What do you got today?
All right.
Let's see.
Yeah. So, Bo, what'd you do last night?
Okay. Well, as we've discussed, this particular bit is becoming more challenging as the days kind of fall into one another. I have noticed this, it's getting to where maybe I don't want to do very much, and
Yep.
then even like when somebody like asks me to do something,
Okay.
it's getting hard to find an excuse. Like, okay, this may be my least favorite. Like I have good friends, and we've done a Zoom call where we hang out a little bit, and I really enjoy it. They're great, but for some reason, like last night, I don't know, I just was kind of shot and not in the mood, and I got the text like, hey, let's hang out on a Zoom call, and I'm like, how do I tell them I'm busy? Like, what do I say? Like there's no excuse. Like, what do you have going on? Like,
Laundry. Guys, I am backed up in laundry.
there's.
You could do that and hang out with us, man. It's fine. Well,
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, go do it. Can we watch?
can we watch?
Can we watch you do your laundry? You gonna fold your whites? How do you do your socks?
Whoa, everything cold. Whoa. You don't want to do that, man.
By the way, are you a baller or are you a folder?
Yeah, I definitely am a baller in many respects, and I like to just put them together, and then you turn them in. And
You flip it over.
You flip it over.
Now, are you like, do they have to be turned the right side out and everything before you do that? Or you kind of.
Something you got to know about me, I don't really enjoy folding socks.
Okay.
I don't really like even talking about it, to be honest. I've mentioned this before on the show. I don't like, that's my least favorite piece of clothing to
fold?
Yeah.
I love balling the socks.
You like balling
Out of
the
all
socks.
everything, I'm like, I feel like a magician. Like there they were, and now they're a ball.
Right. And it's also two become one.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cool
Yeah.
metaphor there that way.
Okay. Hey, what'd you do last
All
night?
right. I'm with you. You know, it is finding, it's harder and harder to find things to talk about at this segment. But last night, our campus coordinator for the Bedford campus, Melinda Lott, brings over some of her adult son's Legos. He's done with them, right? And so she brings them over, asks if the boys would want them. So she brings over these totes of all of these Legos. And I think my boys, their minds exploded when they started looking through, and they're like, "What? Look at this! Oh, look at this!" They were so excited. So a lot of the night was just like looking through the treasure of the Legos that Melinda, thank you so much, Melinda, brought over to us.
Dude, that's fantastic.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
It was
that's
really cool.
Brings a lot of joy to
Tons of joy.
Lego bins.
Yeah, I mean, they're, what? I mean, yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
They've been talking about the Hogwarts Express, the train, forever. They had it. And
It was in there?
Oh, it was in there. And they
No
were like,
way.
what?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that'll keep them busy for 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, it was about 10 minutes. No.
This is the best 10 minutes.
It was really good.
Well, right on. Awesome. I love that. Yeah. Nobody brought anything to my house.
No pork pies?
No point. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing, man. I'm getting shut out around here. Hey, we have our daily verse of the day.
Yes.
From the YouVersion Bible app. We strongly encourage you to download the app. Use it every day. I know I do. And they give us a great verse of the day. Today's verse of the day is from Galatians chapter 2, verse 20. And Paul writes, "I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. The life I now live in the body, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me." Man, that is a rich verse of Scripture.
Wow.
There is so much there, and the context is pretty cool here. If you take a look at the book of Galatians, Paul's writing to this church in Galatia, and he's in the context here, he's been sharing kind of his journey in his relationship with Jesus, like how he became an apostle and what that means. And he kind of starts that discourse off by saying, after like 3 years, so he meets Jesus, he goes in the desert for like 3 years, and then he starts preaching. And he's preaching to the Gentiles, the non-Jewish people, and he's sharing this message of that there's now access into the kingdom of God. And then he writes, after 14 years, he goes to Jerusalem to check out his message with like the leaders of the church in Jerusalem, so like Peter and James and John. And so 14 years later, he's been preaching for 14 years, and he's like legit saying, I went to go make sure that I hadn't been preaching in vain. That I hadn't been like saying the wrong stuff, and like really check my message out, like in humility to go, hey guys, are we all on the same page here? Is this right? And he's like, yeah, they added nothing to my message, and we all agreed that I should go to the Gentiles, and Peter should go to the Jewish people. But then Peter's hanging out with them, with some Gentile people, some non-Jewish people, and like eating with them. And then some Jewish people showed up, and Peter like starts hanging out with them and not with the Gentile people. And so in the context of all of this, what Paul's writing is like, hey, that's not cool, right? That no matter which part of this you're coming from, that in Jesus we're one. And then he kind of like sums up this thought with, like this verse kind of just boom, there it is. He says, I've been crucified with Christ and I no longer live. So he's like, no matter who you were, that old identity is gone. So now you're a new creation. You're in the family of God. He says, but Christ lives in me. If I live in this body, I live by faith in the Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me. And so just this beautiful reminder that we're new creations in Christ Jesus, and what we were, we're not anymore. So by the way, like if you If you thought you were like horrible and, you know, beyond love and beyond God's reach, no, you weren't. No, you're not. And whatever you were before, you're not anymore. Or if you just thought you're so awesome you didn't need a Savior. No, you're not. And it's just really cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this unity that we can have in the body of Christ because of this verse right here, that it's I that no longer lives, but Christ that lives in me. And that's amazing, you know, that we can have that.
So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so cool. Yeah, and he brings us together, and that we all have this like immense value not only to God but to one another.
Yeah.
It's so much power in that. So anyway, chew on that verse today. You know, wrestle with it. Like, if you're gonna live in this body, which I know we're all wanting to do, like you got this body, live in it. Live by faith in Jesus. That you know He's got great things in store for His kingdom. It's good stuff.
Amen. That's amazing.
Right on. All right, that's our verse of the day. So, yeah, thanks for letting me share on that. I love it. I get excited about it.
Man.
All right. So I have these. This is daily calendar.
That's right.
The Sumstress Band from the bathroom.
Right, the bathroom.
It's my closet calendar. And today's for April 15th is I did not know that. That's the title of this particular calendar. I did not know that. I feel like I could just have a whole calendar of I did not know that.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So here's the I did not know that. It says the time difference between when Tyrannosaurus and Stegosaurus lived is greater than the time difference between Tyrannosaurus and now.
Okay.
I did not know that.
I did not know that. I would assume that they were contemporaries.
It feels like, because I believe they're both dinosaurs.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you would think that, you know, the dinosaurs were all hanging out.
Yeah, I would
together.
assume they were all, in the same type of, but they're saying that.
Like at the dinosaur party.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that it would be like, Stegosaurus, come on in, you know, and.
Yeah. I would pour you some tea, but.
Go ahead and pour your own, well, I guess you can't either. Okay.
Well, now we know what happened to them.
Now we know what happened.
There was no tea to be had.
The Stegosaurus, I'm so sorry, my sons will be disappointed in me. Spiky backs?
I don't know.
I don't know, like the...
See, that's the thing. I didn't know they weren't contemporaries. I was never really like all that into dinosaurs.
Honestly, it's difficult for me. The names. I have an aversion to, you know?
Yeah, they're hard.
It's hard to say.
Yeah. Like pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl?
What in the world? It
Why are
starts
you
with a
starting
P.
pterodactyl with a P?
What is this?
What is going on right now?
The P is silent.
Why is it there? Why is it there?
I don't know. I think just to mess with people.
Yeah.
To make dinosaur knowledge inaccessible.
Yeah.
Well, you did it, scientists.
You know, I think a lot of what happened with the letters, I think P was feeling excluded. And so they were like, hey, okay, go hang out with H. You'll be the F sound now. You know, and it's like, okay, sorry, P. P was feeling a little bit like, I guess I'm just a P. And they're like, we need to put him in more stuff.
Like a lower class letter?
He was a lower class
like
letter.
a peon?
He was a P. Oh, yes.
When this happened.
Thank you, that's our show. Oh, that was so good.
Oh, yeah, fun with letters and dinosaurs. Yeah. Yeah, so apparently, I don't know.
I didn't know that.
Time. I'm not sure how we know these things.
How do we know
I'm
these
not
things?
arguing against the scientists because I'm not claiming to be smarter.
They were digging and they were like, oh, these
Well, it's kinda
bones.
So how do you know
these
how old
bones.
this was? Because it was in this fossil layer. Well, how do you know how old the fossil layer is? By the fossils that are in the layer. I don't know. It feels a little. But hey, come on.
Circular reasoning, folks.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm down. Okay.
Yeah.
I did not. Now I know that.
Yeah.
Now here you could take this and
I'll share this.
in a year or so use that at parties.
Hey guys, happy
Did you
tax day.
know?
Maybe, we don't know. Did you know?
Did you know?
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that was that. I'm done with that.
Okay. And then I gotta know, is there a national? Do they do the national day every day?
There's a day every day. On
There's
my
a day, yeah.
On my fridge, the calendar in the fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a day every day.
There's one every day.
Yeah, there's one for today.
Really?
Yeah. Today, it's not a national day, though. It's actually a world day.
It's a
World day.
world.
This is a world day.
Okay.
World art day.
Hold on. World Art Day?
Art.
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 Like-
I guess there's all kinds of expressions of art. There's
Right.
many different forms of art.
I guess that's true, because I guess when I think art, I just go to the painting, right? But
Sculpture.
Arts is maybe more of a general, bigger term, or?
I generally think of it that way. I
Yeah.
mean, literature would
Literature's
be art. You have music,
Yeah.
dance,
Oh, I love the arts.
the arts. Yeah.
I love art.
Like, do we have some examples?
I think we have examples of art.
I would like to see.
I'd like to see some art.
Let's see what we have.
throw
I
up
think
some
we have
art.
some good art here.
Oh.
Look at that, Starry Night.
Oh.
Van Gogh.
Van Gogh.
Van Gogh.
Starry,
lovely.
starry night. Yep.
Good job.
I think it's a Don McLean song.
Okay. Well, it's a great painting. Love
Yeah.
that one. Yeah.
Okay.
The incomparable Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
Painting happy little trees. Happy little trees.
And mountains.
And mountains.
Happy little mountains.
Landscapes.
Yeah.
Would have been nice if he had just done like, I don't know, maybe one person one time.
a self-portrait. You think he's doing a bush?
It's a bush, it's his hair.
And a happy little Bob Ross.
I would say his greatest artwork is the hair.
Is the hair.
Yeah,
Really.
that is a work of art.
It's the pinnacle of his work.
What else we have? Other art?
Another art here. Okay.
Okay, we see you, Art Garfunkel.
Art Garfunkel.
National treasure.
Definitely. And also used his hair as an expression of his art.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, the talented part of Simon and Garfunkel.
Was Art Garfunkel. I mean,
His
honestly,
solo career really proved that out.
sorry, Paul Simon.
Yep, okay. And we have
Okay, yeah. I didn't even actually think about this one. The martial arts.
martial arts.
Martial arts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Kung Fu.
Kung Fu, judo.
Which, by the way, do you think everybody was Kung Fu fighting?
Everybody definitely was Kung Fu fighting.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
I mean, the song says it.
The song says it. Surely not everybody was Kung Fu
I don't know.
fighting.
I mean, that'd be something. What else?
Okay, yes. I want to lob this up as one of the highest forms of art. If it has some type of expression where it's utility as well.
Like a functional expression?
Yes,
I don't understand this one.
The shopping art.
The art of shopping?
Well, the shopping art. Art.
Oh, cart.
Cart, the shopping cart
The shopping cart.
is amazing.
I see art.
You see art. Yes.
More letter jokes.
Letter jokes. Wordplay, folks. The thing is, it's so functional. We all use it. And like, who came up with that? Carriage,
Yeah.
buggy, shopping
Basket.
cart, basket.
It's a basket.
It's a rolling basket.
It's a rolling basket.
Absolutely.
Here, you carry this basket. We'll
Yep.
put it on wheels.
Yep.
It's art.
It's art. Well, and also, Bo, there's actually one more thing that I want to show you as far as the art day goes. All right, World Art Day. I have actually created something for this day. It's my show and tell today, so I'm gonna do this a little
You're gonna do
early.
it now?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm doing it now.
You made some art?
I made some art, okay? And so I wanted to show everyone my art today. This is what we call a bust of Bo. This is you. This is supposed to be you, Bo. It's a bust of Bo. And
Is
actually,
it paper mache?
It's paper mache, and I actually have created a song. And so, yeah, check this out. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
let's hear the song. Can we? The
There's a
jingle?
song?
Bust a bow, Drew made a bust a bow. Why did he do it? Nobody knows, but Drew made a bust a bow.
Made out of paper mache, not clay.
Yeah, so I made a bust of you out of paper mache, not clay. I had some old Union leaders on hand, and so I used those to make. Can we get it? Does the resemblance work?
You know what they say, two heads are better than one. Drew,
Yes.
The best thing of this is you may have just found your replacement.
Oh, there it is. Oh no. What do you think about that, bust of Bo? Good. All right. Yeah.
Well said.
Well said.
You're a fine-looking guy.
Yes.
Wow. It's still like damp.
It's still damp. I worked on it overnight, and yes, yeah. With the wetted ball of the paper mache, it hasn't dried well. I mean, it's been a couple days now, but
That's fantastic.
the reason nobody knows. I think I don't even really know. I just need more Bo in my life. You know, I like this hour every day, but I need more of it. And
so are you? You're keeping it?
well, I mean,
Because you handed it. It was just confusing.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
if it's your, I didn't want to assume, but you
Again.
did hand it to me.
again, I'm not totally sure yet. I've grown quite fond of my paper mache Bo. In fact, I have another jingle that I'd like to share.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you had another one of these.
I have
This is
another
getting
one.
even
I've got
creepier.
40 of them. No. No, I think people at home need another Bust a Bo. Show the other Bust a Bo song.
There's another one?
There's another.
Bust a bow,
Bo.
Drew made a bust a bow. Why did he do it?
Nobody knows.
Drew made a bust a bow.
out of paper mache, not clay.
Yes, I'm Bust-a-Bow.
Is the internet saying made of paper mache, not of clay?
Not clay. I just want to be clear. This isn't clay. It's paper mache.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
So World Art Day, I felt like you, of all people, needed your own bust. Now, technically, a bust is also shoulders. I'm not that good yet.
Well, I mean, there's probably not enough paper.
I don't have enough union leaders yet. I need more union
Capture
leaders.
this.
There's not enough in the world. Yeah.
Union leader's gonna have to beef up.
It's
its
gonna, yeah.
text
I'm gonna have to
if
get
we're
a few more Friday, Saturday editions. You know, yeah. So
Bust a bow. That sounds like a new dance move.
Bust a bow, bust a bow. You need to bust a bow. Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah. And again, I tried to get your resemblance, but it's hard to get. I mean, it's captivating, and it was hard to. So anyway.
Well, you've gone and totally surprised me.
Yes, that was my goal.
Just when I thought it couldn't be done,
It couldn't get any worse. Bust a bow.
you've gone and totally outdone yourself.
Oh man. Well, Bo, it is World Art Day, but it's also Wonder Wednesday.
Wonder Wednesday.
We do Motivation Monday, Tuesday's tips, and then now we've got Wonder Wednesday.
Wonder Wednesday. What do you have for us?
I saw something on the interwebs that I thought was just riveting.
Like wonderful.
Wonderful.
Full of
a
wonder.
mother and a son doing. Have you seen these ping pong challenges, similar to what Ace was doing with the his science project, trying to get it? And so I just loved how this mother and son just celebrated together.
Okay.
So check this out.
See it.
I think the first one was the best though. Oh! So I don't know what I did that time. Oh, easy! No! There you go. There you go. There. No!
You have to buy more if you want more.
I mean, like, isn't there one outside, like in a field somewhere? There it is. There it is. There it is. There. Actually fell there.
The handle.
Yeah, well, yeah, well, that was super close. Bonk, bink, bonk, bink. No! This time. No! No! I believe in you. What?
One thing I'd like to point out: the mom was amazing,
Yeah, she had it down.
stellar, and the son was struggling.
Well, the mom had been to college.
She'd been to college. Yep. She'd been to college. And so, yeah, you're maybe at home doing some fun games like that yourself. Please go ahead and share those with us. I want to see what kind of like board games, B-O-R-E-D, are people creating at home. I want to see them.
The best part was the sound.
The sound. Yeah.
I loved it.
So that's my wonder. I love it. Yeah.
That's great.
I love it. And they create, what I liked about that, the unity and the bond, they celebrated together, the defeat together. It was just amazing.
It was like riveting sports.
The
The agony of defeat. Yeah. That was good.
Yep. And then, listen, in our Wonder Wednesday, somebody has thrown out there that things need to be Wacky Wednesday.
Wacky Wednesday.
They've thrown out Wacky Wednesday.
Yeah, there's Wonder Wednesday, but Wednesday can also be wacky.
Yep. In elementary school, my favorite cake was Wacky Cake.
What's a wacky cake?
It was just chocolate cake.
Oh.
But they call it Wacky Cake, and the kids flipped out over it.
Yeah.
But our own Amanda Chitwood,
Yes.
yep, student pastor, and Lauren, who also works on staff here, have created a Wacky Wednesday for us.
Oh, let's check this out.
Okay, and it's a science experiment.
Ooh.
Hey Drew Bo, thanks for having us today. This is Amanda and Lauren, and we are coming at you live from Oklahoma today, and we are so excited for the very first segment of Wacky Wednesday.
Wacky Wednesday.
Where we're gonna be doing science experiments in my backyard. So it's for today, our very first experiment. Lauren, the first rule of a science experiment always is safety first. So you wanna make sure that we got our safety glasses on and we are ready to go.
Yes.
So today we are making elephant toothpaste. So Lauren, I'm gonna have you help me out today while we're doing this. So what we've got here is we've got some hydrogen peroxide in our water bottle. So we've already put that in there. So the next step to making elephant toothpaste is swirl that around a little bit. So just give that a good, yeah.
Little
just-
tornado action here.
oh, yes.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that. All right. That's looking good. The next step's pretty important. So you're going to want to take this cup of water. This is just some warm water we got here. And a dry packet of yeast, which can be found at any of your local grocery stores. And you're going to pour that into the warm water. And then you're going to stir it using our stirrer over here.
A little tough coming out there. All right.
Stir that right on up. Yeah, just
Normally you would use a spoon, but we're. All right.
alrighty.
How well?
I think that's looking pretty good there. What do you think?
I think it's good. Just a little. All right.
All right, so here we go. Now it's gonna be time to make the elephant toothpaste and to see if we did our experiment correctly.
All right.
Start pouring.
Here we go. Here she goes.
Yes! Oh my goodness, I love science.
There you have it.
Oh my gosh, I think that would get any elephant's teeth perfectly clean.
Pearly whites. If you're
I
using
love-
that.
I love it so much. Well, hey guys, thanks for joining us for this episode of Wacky Wednesday. And we would love to see you guys back here next week when we do another experiment together.
Right here.
See ya, Drewbo.
See ya.
Thank you so much, Amanda and Lauren, for that Wacky Wednesday.
love
The
it.
good news is, man, I've had some elephants like at the back door,
Yep.
and their teeth,
Oh man.
they're a wreck. It's been a problem. Like I would let them in the house
Yeah.
if they would just brush their teeth.
Yeah, and you would think because they've got the tusks that they would they'd have that elephant toothpaste.
Something like
So- and-
accessible to them.
yeah, very, yeah.
Yeah, like yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
somebody that they need.
You got to make that for them.
You gotta make it for them. So thank you so much for teaching
You could
us.
follow all those steps, or you could just, I don't know, get a bottle of Sprite, shake it up, and open it. It'd be the same.
Same result. No.
Sorry, I'm not good at science.
Science.
It's like all these steps, and you got to follow. I'm not good at directions.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like being told what to do.
Well, and I think directions are quite critical in science. When it comes to science,
I
you need
think
to follow the directions.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I love science.
or don't and
I'm
create
just not
something
good at
new.
it.
You could. I mean, that's maybe how people create stuff new. But, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
That was fun.
Good.
Wacky Wednesday.
Wacky Wednesday. I'm getting told that it's time for a commercial break.
Oh, let's check this out.
All right.
Yeah.
Commercial break.
Hey, are you a middle school or high school student? You are invited to connect with us online. There are a lot of cool things happening for students online, like small groups, Bible studies, chatting with a student pastor, and a whole bunch more. There are 3 ways that you can stay connected to MCC students. Number 1 is to go to manchesterchristian.com and click on MCC Students. You can also like the MCC Students page on Facebook. Or you can follow us on Instagram at MCCstudents_NH. We'll actually be going live on Instagram from Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. to do a devotional all together with YouVersion. You can connect with a whole community of people right online.
God tells us in His Word to worship Him by giving financially and generously. It's an act of worship, of putting our trust in Him and not in anything that the world holds dear. As we worship Him from the valley this way, He is using it right now to make a way for our ones, to encounter Him and be engaged by His love. Thank you for giving, truly, and thank you for your generosity. When you give, lives are changed. There are several ways to give. One of them, just text GIVE MCC to 77977. Another way is online at manchesterchristian.com/give. You can set this up as a recurring gift this way. Or right now, if you give in the past by cash, we ask you to go ahead and send your check to 1308 Wellington Road, Manchester, New Hampshire, 03104.
Thank you so much. Welcome back to This Is the Day. This is the day with Drew Crisp and Bo Chansey. I don't know why I'm. All right. So, Bo, we've been doing this Photo of the Day challenge.
Photo of the day.
All right.
Love it.
And people have been very faithful in emailing me their photos. Thank you for that. But we want to look at what yesterday's prompt was, which was hobby.
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 And nobody did a picture of a Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby.
I didn't know, but it wouldn't be that great anyway. Sorry. But we did get great photos.
Okay.
We got great photos.
What do you got for us?
First one is from Kathy Sutherland, and her hobby is gardening,
Gardening.
or as it looks like in the photo, Gordoning. Huh?
Are
right.
you out of your gourd?
Are you out of your gourd? Oh my God. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, that looks like work to me.
That's
called farming.
well.
That's a job.
That's a job. That's a career. Yeah. No, but Kathy likes it, and I honestly appreciate when people do have vegetable gardens because it's delicious. Okay. It's delicious. So, good.
All right.
All right. Next photo comes to us from Becky Thomas, and it's a picture of a blanket that she has knitted,
Crocheted.
And so yeah, this is her crocheting. I guess that's her hobby.
That is a rad blanket.
That is a rad
I'm not
blanket.
gonna lie.
I like it.
If I had one of those,
Yeah.
Lady Longfellow would be curled up under that with me. That is a sweet blanket.
That is what they call comfort able, right there. That is
Comfort-
comfortable blanket.
That is an enabling of the comfort.
Yes,
Well
enabling
done.
comes. Good job,
That's
Becky.
good.
And next one is Michelle King.
What's she
and
doing?
Her hobby is woodworking.
Again, work is in the title.
It is, that is a carpenter. It's a career. But no, people.
That's a job.
Yeah, and
That's like somebody going, preaching's my hobby. Hey,
wait a second.
hey, I work hard at that. Like, really, that's your hobby? Yeah, I do it. I do it for fun.
Yeah.
I do it on the side.
Yeah, no, I mean just really, on Friday nights, a group of us get together and we just preach.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the preaching club.
it's the preaching club.
Why not? Now that I think about it, what am I doing?
Right. I guess that is like Toastmasters,
Yeah.
which is a little
Those
bit
are
of a
cool. Yeah, I love the photos of the day. Thank you guys for sending those in. We do love seeing them. We have a new prompt for you today. Today's prompt is pastel.
Pastel.
Pastel, kind of like my skin tone. In paper mache bow, pastel. I'm more translucent. I've been told that. This is, it's hard to do with paper mache, but you captured it pretty well. But pastel. So we'd love to see your photos. Be artistic on World Art Day.
Absolutely.
And send those in. You can post them on our social media platforms or send them to dcrisp@manchesterchristian.com.
Absolutely.
We'd love to
do
get
that.
those from you and see them.
Yep.
Very cool. Man,
Well,
you got some
in other
news for
news,
us?
got the premier paper here from the Union Leader. Yep. Wednesday, April 15th, 2020. I was looking through today, Bo, and one story that really caught my eye was in Exeter. It says property manager pulls woman to safety seconds before tree crushes Exeter home. So,
Really?
Yeah, so this property manager heard that says, I ran outside and I saw this tree spidering because he heard that popping
The
sound.
crackling,
The
yeah,
crackling.
like-
And he was like, I knew something was about to happen. So he ran over and started beating on the door. And the person was like, what? The dog was freaking out, pulled her out. And right before it came down on this mobile home in Exeter.
Do we have the hero's name?
Oh.
Is it accessible?
Justin Scammon
Way to go.
knew exactly what to
Justin.
do when he heard a popping sound.
Look at you, man.
Good job,
Property
man.
manager of the year.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, everybody living over there being like, oh, Justin doesn't do anything. Justin just never answer any of our calls. Justin.
I
Yeah.
asked Justin 4 times about that plant out there near our sign. It's dying. Ain't nobody taking care of the plant.
Justin's saving people.
Justin.
Good job, man.
Hero.
I love that.
I know, it was really cool. So
I bet she loves Justin.
absolutely, man. You hear that? That is an eerie sound.
Yeah, something bad's about to happen.
Yeah, you can feel it.
That's
I've been thinking a lot lately about the Family Circus, the article that they put in the paper.
it's a cartoon.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not an article, it's a cartoon.
I feel like I've maybe been a little too critical, a little too harsh of the Family Circus, and I actually feel like today's could serve as almost like a public service announcement, as a helpful reminder to us all.
Okay.
And so,
I can't wait to see what you have for us. What do
if
got?
you look at it, the child, whatever her name is, says, Mommy, Jeffy used up the whole roll again. And it's the toilet paper. And I think that maybe the authors and the illustrators here are giving all of us this reminder that you don't know when you're going to use the last roll. So be a little bit proactive. Maybe not hoard all the toilet paper, as you have reminded all of us, but just have more than maybe you normally would of your supply, because it could dry up quick, and you don't want to be going to the Union Leader for your toilet paper.
No, you got to save that for paper mache.
You got to save that for your paper mache products. So I found that pretty helpful and useful information today.
I think maybe you misinterpreted it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you took it as more public service announcement, like spare a square, hey, let's all work together. I mean, the family dynamic here is like maybe she's just throwing her brother under the bus.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe she actually did it and she's been confronted. Because I mean, that's a problem in my house.
Okay.
It's like nobody in my house can figure out how to work the toilet paper dispenser.
Yeah.
You know how that thing, it's spring loaded, you push it in, you pull it out. They're like mind blown. They don't understand it. I've told them to watch YouTube videos on it or something. There's gotta be an instructional video out there.
Yes.
Because they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to put the new roll on there.
Right.
They can't figure out the mechanism.
Yep.
Like as the man of the house, like
You're the one.
I'm the only one. I'm the only one that has the manual dexterity to accomplish this particular task, apparently. So I don't know if maybe she was like, she did it.
And she was saying.
And I don't know, yeah.
You ever got there and it's like one square hanging on the roll and you're like,
not even a full square.
what a work of art. How did you do
shards
that?
of toilet paper kind of left on there, like the little glue on the end.
Yes.
Like, what do I do with this?
Whoever was here knew what they were doing. All right, come on.
That wasn't unintentional.
That was not
It was like they got to the end and they put their hand right there. Okay, the only reason I know this is because I've done it. I don't have time to change this roll. That job takes like 14 seconds.
I'm going to have to go find it. Where is it even in our house? Where is this?
Yeah, right.
Well, and we also have a trombone player.
What?
Yeah. Brass musician John Knoll playing the trombone.
Solo
out
trombone.
in the wild.
That away?
So we've celebrated here.
We do. We celebrate the trombone.
Trombone before and hey, the chuckle. I'll mention this one to you. How many people know that Joan of Arc was not Noah's wife?
I did know that. I would.
We got audible boo from
our live studio audience.
Our live studio audience.
We got one person on a camera and we heard a boo.
A boo.
That's pretty telling. That's pretty.
And it was like a demotivated boo. It was like a boo.
Yeah, it wasn't even worthy of like boo.
Well, and here's the thing. Again, wordplay. Arc, A-R-C, A-R-K. They're different arcs.
Okay.
Okay. Not his wife.
Not
okay.
his wife.
Not even his era. Come on. Oh man.
All right. So hey, we got some weather. We actually have something interesting here. By the way, since I've been paying attention to the weather, I gotta admit, I kind of been just basically giving, the high for the day. Because that's we're excited about hey, spring's coming. So yesterday I told you it's gonna be 57. And when I'm driving home in the afternoon, the kind of the high point of the day, I look at the thermometer in my car, 57.
57.
It's been spot on every
Nailed
day.
it.
I had this thought where I'm wondering if the car's in cahoots with the weather app or something I don't know, but they're right every day. So I'm pretty impressed by that. Okay, so today's weather, high 52, so it's a little cooler.
Okay.
Cloudy this morning, sunshine this afternoon.
Okay.
So you might want to go outside, take advantage of some of that sunshine.
Yep.
Get out there, enjoy that, take a walk, a hike, something like that. Now get this though, chance of snow overnight.
Tonight.
Overnight.
Overnight.
Yeah,
Snow.
early morning, before you get up in the morning, it'll be less than an inch. And it'll melt, but there could be snow tonight.
April 15th.
Yeah. Well,
Snow.
actually on April 16th.
April
because
16th,
the date will change at midnight. Yeah.
Yep. April. Okay, whoa. That's snow.
I don't know.
Okay.
It could happen. That's our
Come what may. Come what may. I'm anticipatory of this day.
Yeah. Hey, get a
Absolutely.
little snow in the middle of April. It's kind of fun. I don't know. What else are we going to do?
Sure. I know. That's fine. Good. Well, that's thanks for that weather. I mean, it's been helpful to me to know kind of what to expect. So I appreciate it. I love the weather, man.
My pleasure.
I love it. Good. Well, it's time for our daily rant.
Uh-oh.
This is where I give Bo a topic. There's very little he's ambivalent about. He'll give a passionate response to any topic.
So it wasn't most things. Yeah.
Most things. All right. I've got one today for you, Bo.
Okay.
All right. The topic today is unsolicited fashion advice. Unsolicited fashion advice.
Unsolicited fashion advice.
Yes.
Okay, Drew.
Yeah.
Drew, okay. Unsolicited fashion advice. Hey, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a heads up right now. If I wanna know what you think about my clothes, I'll ask. I'll say, how do you feel about this outfit? You think this shirt goes with this jacket? You think these pants go with this shirt? You think this belt matches these shoes? I'll ask your opinion. If I don't ask your opinion, I don't really wanna know. You can just keep that to yourself. And besides that, the people who are giving all this unsolicited fashion advice have no clue about fashion. No clue at all. I mean, you're the kind of people that like tuck your sweater into your pants. What's up with that? You're the kind of people that'll wear socks with Birkenstocks. First of all, what's up with Birkenstocks? Second of all, socks with Birkenstocks, it's a sandal. Don't put socks on with that. It's like wearing socks with flip-flops. What's wrong with you people? Don't give me fashion advice. Or you're the type of person that wear a brown belt with black shoes. Oh my goodness, what is happening here? Let's not do that. And so how about you take your unsolicited fashion advice, you keep it to yourself. Physician, heal thyself. Get your own house in order before you start looking at my house. I understand that I'm kind of a public figure and I'm on the screen and you can have an opinion about what I wear. I just don't want to know it. So right now, go ahead and keep your comments to yourself. Delete them right now because you know what? They hurt. They hurt. You think they don't hurt, but they do. Because I actually do care about fashion. Believe it or not, I do a little research. I do a lot of online shopping. I'm trying to pay attention. I don't know what to wear anymore. It's not like the days of old where you could just throw a suit on. I got 4 suits. I'll just throw a different tie on every day. Oh no, we don't get to do that. If we did, I would. I would wear a suit. I'd be happy to do it. But no, I got to pay attention to fashion. I got to see what works with this particular body type. If you see this body type, I'm a pear. There's nothing that works with this particular body type. I'm so top heavy, it's just like, So it's not easy being this guy, right? With this skin tone and everything else. So, okay, now I'm speaking out of pain and this rant has moved into like therapy and I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness, yes. Listen, I don't think we talk about body types enough. Maybe we shouldn't get into that, but I think
it's a sensitive subject.
You're exactly right, Bo. All right.
It's kind of funny, nobody likes their actual body type.
I know.
Like whatever it is, they wish it was something else.
If it was, yeah. You're exactly right. And it's like, you know what? I think we all need to recognize we're different, and it's fine.
And my son Ace, he's very slender and kind of tall, you know, he's lanky, and he's all the time like, oh, I wish I was built like you. And I'm like, what? You better hit the gym, boy.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, great things come in different packages.
Sure.
I don't know why I gave you an axiom there. I gave you like a little.
I don't know, maybe you're trying to redeem that thing. I don't know what was happening.
You're fine,
there.
I'm fine. Are we fine? I don't know. All right.
All right. Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm okay. I mean, I do, like all those comments, I do think about them. A lot.
You look great. You look great.
Thanks, Chris. Hey, this is cool. I was sent something, and it's about a company that I really enjoy, a local company. Yeah. The owners are part of MCC. So the company's name is Soil Away, and Jack Soloway and his son Josh, they own and run the company. And they do such a great job. I've had them at my house when we had like a flood in the basement, and they came in and they took care of everything, did a great job. But anyway, I love this family, but they're doing something really great right now. And WMUR, local news, caught wind of this, and they did a little report on them. So we have some good news from the field.
Awesome.
That's from a company, a local business, that is doing just a great work right now to help out in this time. So let's check this out together.
Soil Away Cleaning and Restoration Services. It's a small company located in Hooksett. They were looking for a chance to help out first responders during this COVID-19 pandemic and started reaching out, offering to sanitize departments' vehicles for free.
We're applying a hospital-grade disinfectant to the inside of their vehicles to help give them a little bit of peace of mind.
The company's very busy with its normal operation right now, but does this work on the side. They're helping so many departments, they need a big board to keep the schedule straight. And the list keeps growing every day.
This just exemplifies that, you know, this whole community, everybody's in it together. You know, they partnered up with the first responders, police and fire, to help sanitize our vehicles, to help keep us and our employees safe so we can continue to deliver the essential services.
The sanitizing is done at Soil Away's Hooksett location. They use a fogger like this. It takes about 5 or 10 minutes to disinfect the interior of a vehicle from top to bottom. The product is even safe on electronics.
Hopefully this is done sooner than later so we can all go back to normal, but we want to be there to service the first responders as long as they need it.
Company COO Josh Soloway says they'll service a department's entire fleet and then continue on an as-needed basis. So if someone has a potential exposure to the virus, they can bring the vehicle back in for another treatment.
That is some great, great news from the field. That is really awesome.
Yeah, I love that. Love what they're doing. They really have a heart for our community and for helping out and really see their business as an extension of the church, which is cool, man. Just love
So
that
great.
about them. Great job, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Bo, it's time for Every Day with Jesus.
Every Day with Jesus, our daily devotion in 140 characters or less. And so today, April 15th, we're talking about worship. Our thought for the day says worship is not a once-a-week affair. The transforming power of worship is meant to be experienced daily.
Okay.
Daily worship. And then in Acts chapter 5, verse 42, talking about the early church, it says, day after day in the temple courts and from house to house, they never stopped teaching and proclaiming the good news that Jesus is the Christ. Dude, we're living this out.
Yes.
This is like early church, first century Christianity going down right now.
Absolutely.
Like people are breaking out of this habit of, worship is, just once a week, something I go to, like an event I participate in. And instead it's like, yeah, man, worship is a lifestyle. God's like really bringing that home, like actually home.
Home.
To our homes, from house to house.
Yes. Day to day, house to house.
Yeah.
This is the day.
This is the day.
And,
By the way, Acts, there's a passage in Acts, Acts 20:20.
Okay.
So we're in the year 2020, and in Acts 20:20, it talks about how he never stopped proclaiming publicly the good news about Jesus and from house to house.
House to house.
And we are in a house-to-house phase of the church right now. So I love it. I'm really excited about what God's doing, and I know He's active and moving, and people are being drawn to worship is recognizing God's presence and responding. And our response is to exalt Him, to say, there you are, God, and you're greater than me, and this is who I am, and you, and to celebrate that. And I hope you guys are doing that right now, house to house.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, I hope that you're sharing that and you're being worship leaders in your home and your family. You're being worship leaders online, and if you're able to work right now, that you're being worship leaders in your work. Like the Soloways are doing. That's worship, to say, hey, we want to glorify God in what we do and be an extension of His love to our community. So
yes, and no matter what tomfoolery happens here, please know that Jesus is the Christ. That is our heart, and that is He is. We just want to be a daily dose, like we say, of encouragement. And what we're communicating is that He is the Lord, and we want to just exalt Him, lift Him up,
worship
encourage you,
Him.
worship
And
Him.
we're gonna have some fun doing it.
We're gonna have fun.
Because I like to laugh, and I like to smile,
and I like paper mache.
Yeah, you do. Do you like Him better than me?
No. This is just a representation, extension thereof.
Hey, can we play Trivial Pursuit?
Let's do a Trivial Pursuit.
I got all 6 right yesterday. Just want to say it. Still living in that glory. Still living in that glory.
You and Rebecca, right?
Rebecca did not. I watched the tape and she missed pink. She did not get the answer correct. I don't think she was trying to be unethical. I think maybe she just kind of got lost in the moment and was confused about her total. But she did not. But anyway, we're going to play Trivial Pursuit together, 1981 edition. Trivial Pursuit, we want you to play along. And if you get all 6 right, we've got a grand prize of a Fun Dip we're going to send to you. Murphy's already gotten a Fun Dip. I was sending her a second one.
Okay.
But we scrapped that because, review the tape. But we want you to play along, make a guess. Make a guess. Type those answers in.
Here we go. Blue,
geography.
All right. What arrives at your table in Madrid if you say, La cuenta, por favor? My Spanish is not
La
good.
cuenta.
La cuenta. Cuenta. La cuenta.
La cuenta, por favor.
Por favor.
Please. La cuenta. I got it. My answer is the check.
The check is correct.
There we go. Let's go. Here we go.
All right.
All right.
Pink?
Entertainment.
All right. Who was known as the Toastmaster General of the United States? Who was known as the Toastmaster General of the United States?
Who is the Toastmaster General? So it's entertainment, so it's an entertainment figure.
Yep.
I really don't know. So I'm going to give I'm going to say, it's not right. Bob Hope.
Bob Hope's incorrect. George Jessel.
I don't know who George Jessel is.
Jessel.
If somebody got that,
Toastmaster General.
That would be impressive. Yeah,
Wow.
I never heard of that person.
Yellow.
Yellow is history.
History. What 1942 naval engagement saw the sinking of 4 Japanese aircraft carriers? 1942 naval engagement saw the sinking of 4 Japanese aircraft carriers.
4.
4.
Wow. 42.
42.
4 Japanese aircraft carriers. I'm going to go with, it's between 2. I'm going to go Battle of Midway.
Battle of Midway is correct.
Okay, good.
Correct.
Glad I went with that one then. Whew. All right. Here we go.
Okay. Brown.
Brown is literature, art and literature.
All right. What Dr. Seuss character steals Christmas?
What the? Yay, we all know this one. This is great.
Yes.
This is World Art Day.
World Art Day.
And we got a question that's accessible to the masses.
Yes.
The Grinch.
The Grinch.
The Grinch.
Absolutely the Grinch. Very good.
Grinch.
Green.
Green is science and nature.
Okay. Who invented the machine gun in 1862? Invented the machine gun in 1862.
Now, if anybody just said Kelly, that was Machine Gun Kelly. That was a nickname.
It was a nickname.
He did not invent it. So I'll just go ahead and delete that.
He popularized it.
I'm going to go with, I don't know if this is correct or not, but Gatlin?
Gatlin is correct.
The Gatlin gun?
Yep.
Okay.
Gatlin is correct. Richard Gatlin.
Richard Gatlin. I didn't know his first name.
You're fine.
Okay.
Gatlin. I accept it.
Thank you.
Orange.
Orange is sports and leisure.
Okay. What tools do you use to cruel? C-R-E-W-E-L. Cruel. What tools do you use to cruel?
I don't know, but in support of a hobby we had earlier, I'm gonna guess knitting needles.
Needles is correct. Needles is correct.
Boom shakalaka.
Yes.
Only reason I said that was because of that crocheting photo earlier. 5.
5 out
Yeah.
of 6. That's
I
pretty
didn't know
good.
that Toastmaster General. I've never heard of that person.
Okay. And what is crueling?
I don't know.
What is cruel?
I thought it was like a knitting thing,
Knitting,
or like
okay.
maybe a stitch or
Oh,
something.
okay,
I
okay.
don't, but I don't know. I really
All right.
don't. Somebody knows.
Yep.
All right, cool. All right,
Okay,
so if
good.
somebody got all 6 of those, I mean,
That's-
that Toastmaster General
If
thing.
you know George Jessel.
Yeah, maybe like if you're.
So he was probably a good orator or something? He was a good.
I know nothing about
Okay.
him. Yeah, it's
All
not
right.
going to change.
Yeah.
At least not right now.
Okay, so is it connected to the Toastmasters?
Maybe.
The Toastmaster General?
Yeah, maybe. I don't
And
know.
I need to learn more. I need more education in my life.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. Well, I've done, this is normally the time where I give you my show and tell.
But you did it.
Did it. So, I mean, would you like to hear the song again?
No.
No, okay, all right. You're like,
I mean-
please no. Please no.
It was great though.
I mean, I could do a live version of it if you'd like, but,
Yeah.
okay.
Good.
It's a bust-a-bow. Maybe do it like slow, like, it's a bust-a-bow, bust-a-bow.
It's actually creepier that way.
It is creepier
Yeah,
that
okay.
way. And with like eye contact? Okay.
Hey, want to do Sermon Remix?
Sermon Remix. It's where we look at a portion of Bo's sermon the past week and unpack it a little bit more. So check this out.
Let's do it.
And that must that there is not one of those things with, all right, God says, I have to do it, so I must do it. No, if his love is in you, if it really is in you, then you must. You are compelled. You can't hold it in. His love must come out of you and be expressed in your relationships with others. As you've been forgiven, you will forgive others. As you've been given grace, you will extend grace to others. And so this new command that he gives us is that we are to love like he loves, and his love is sacrificial. His love is giving. His love is kind. His love is strong. And so what we have the opportunity as we obey him is to say, all right, I recognize that your commands are for me, not against me, God. You're not the cosmic killjoy in the sky, or rather you, through your son Jesus, have demonstrated and shown us a better way to live, a way that spreads hope in this world. And so to obey him means to love like him. And this is how you'll know that you are his disciple, when you love like he loves. When you stop treating other people like it's some kind of transaction, like I'll love you as long as you love me back. Instead, we look at other people, and instead of objects to be manipulated for our whims and desires, we humble ourselves and we obey Jesus and we say, okay, I'm going to love like Jesus loves all the way. Sacrificially, giving, with grace and mercy and kindness.
Bo, the phrase cosmic killjoy jumps out to me because I often think that I either can live in this way as to enjoy myself, have fun, be, okay, like we talk about, nobody's perfect, but then I feel like people have a view of following Jesus as this idea that, oh man, okay, it's going to be a lot of rules, it's going to be a lot of me making sure I'm keeping myself, okay, and I've done everything right, and does that make sense? I feel like when you unpacked that for me, that this hope that we have in him, like you said earlier, is strong, it's steady, it's secure, and it's not within our own power, right? Yeah. Like he is the one that's within us.
He's the source.
No longer I that live, but he's the source, yeah. I think that's a huge point because it helps resolve that tension.
I didn't really camp out on it, but I think you're right in that there is a common view of God that I do want to challenge. I just don't think it's not right. Experientially, it's not right. It's not right through the scriptures. It's not right in what God has declared and what he's spoken. It's not right in what Jesus has said, that somehow or the other we believe that God kind of wants to ruin life for us. But Jesus said that he came that we may have life abundantly. He didn't say, hey, I came that you may have life miserably. He didn't say, hey, I came that you may have life, lamely. I mean, he brings life. He restores and brings health. And so God's commands are for us, not against us. And once you start getting your brain around that, obedience is still challenging at times because it may run contrary to our human nature, our flesh, our desires, the things that we've spent a lot of our lives kind of pressing into and developing. But they're better and they're good and they're for us, not against us. And so God's proven that in sending his son Jesus to be Savior for us, that he is for us, not against us. And so he's not a cosmic killjoy in the sky. Rather, he is our God who is present and with us and knows us intimately, better than we even know ourselves, and his commands are for us. And then I really appreciated unpacking obedience a little bit and thinking about it's really rooted in love and that we get to love like he loves. We don't have, it's not like that you have, it's like we get to, there's this great privilege to go, we get to love like this.
Right. And it feels like it is the better option to utilize that source and that from that source live your life. The other option, there is no other option, but when other people begin to pit that against what it looks like to be a disciple, it just feels like it pales in comparison to
absolutely.
What the life we have in Christ. It just doesn't match up.
Yeah, to love. Yeah. To be, just even in just basic human relationships, in your family.
Yeah.
If you are free to love like Jesus, to be sacrificial and gracious and kind and compassionate and generous, I mean, that's better than being selfish and wounded and mean-spirited or fearful. His perfect love drives out fear and liberates us from that human condition of all these broken relationships. I mean, our relationship is broken with God through sin, but it also breaks our relationship with one another. You go back to the garden when Adam and Eve first experienced sin, and their relationship with God, the Father, was broken, but it was also broken with each other. And there is a brokenness in all of our human relationships that when our relationship with God is healed and restored, now we have the opportunity to express that new identity in love in all our relationships. And what a gift.
For sure.
I love thinking about that. Now, I don't always live it out, which grieves me. It really does. It grieves me. But the moments where I see God doing that, I find it's really contagious too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that with that broken relationship in Adam and Eve, that's where the transaction ends up coming into play big time. We look at each other as, how can I use this person to get what I need? And that's not it. That's not the sacrificial love of Jesus.
Yeah, we don't have to do that.
We don't have to do that.
Yeah, when he completes us and he meets all our needs and we're trusting him, well, now I'm free to love you without a transactional component.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, I don't know. You said that this Wednesday you had an anticipatory outlook, which I think is awesome.
That's right.
So what if we anticipated God's love moving through us to other people?
I like that.
Like, what if we, I think that's something we can count on He wants to do.
Yeah.
God wants to move His love through you to other people. So if you'll open yourself up right now on this day, Wednesday, April 15th, to receive His love. Like if you pray for one, God, please give me one person to share your love with. You can't share what you don't have. So if He pours His love into you, His love will flow out of you. And this will be like a really like special, powerful day.
This is the day.
This is the day.
This is
Make
the
it a
day.
great one.
Yes.
Hey, we'll catch you tomorrow on This Is the Day. Thanks for joining us today.